wasn't that bad or what.
Hi besties, hi bunnies. Coffee's cold, truce brewing. Let's hit the road. Just Machado wheel in hand, time to unfold. Early light breaks, coffee chilling in my grip. Hi besties, hi bunnies, join the trip. Cruising mass highway, spilling secrets for hours. 1 to 3 deep, no holds barred, owning our power. Squad's got my back, riding waves through the storm. Besties and bunnies, keeping it warm. Got that wild spark, singing random and free. Keeping the vibe alive, just you and me. Trolls creeping in, haters twisting the feet. Weak shots flying, but they can't plant the seed. Jabbing in my style, my fire, my rise. Obsessed in the shadows, watching with jealous eyes. Drama stirrers calling grift, but facts don't lie. While y'all view my lights touching the sky. Reddit ghosts lurking, basement critique so low. Keep throwing shade, watch this bunny glow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Meow, 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 feel it now. Bunny. Just Machado show, chasing down the real. Besties and bunnies got that unbreakable seal. Meow, 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 trolls fade away. Truth in the air, lighting up the day. After dark or dawn's first gleam, we claim the throne. Just as rolling, meow, if you're in the zone. Meow. Love to my besties trolls. See a truth awaits. Just Machado show. Buckle up. Meow 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow 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 meow. Bunnies.
All right, good morning. Welcome to 24 on 24, without a doubt. You know it, I know it, literally everybody knows it. This is the #1 watched show in literally the whole land. And by all the land, I envision just rolling hills, mountains, like they sing in all the America songs, like Purple Mountains Majesty, like out there in those purple mountains, those cornfields. This remains the most popular morning show of all time. Oh, 2 lamps on the side of the road, resisting the urge to turn around and go and get those. I don't need those. I'm not a pack rat. I don't need those. Shit, those look like good lamps. Son of a bitch. My grabbing furniture from the side of the road days are over. We have made it. We earn a living from YouTube now, kids. We do not need to pick up furniture on the side of the road like we used to. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Jessica Machado. And today, first of all, I remain unbothered could not be a more appropriate start for this. I sincerely hope everybody continues to cry on their shows while I did all my crying and I moved on. I moved on. Actually, not enough. I haven't moved on enough. Just enough so that our mood is elevated. And I hope that translates to you this morning. First of all, we have a lot of shit going on. We have to fix a lot of things right now. The name of the show should have been The Fixer. We have a fence that needs to get fixed, which we have someone coming out to look at that today. We have a car that needs to be fixed. I'll get to that in a minute. We have an old town hall that needs to be fixed. We have a child that needs to be fixed. There's a lot going on. I'm currently driving in my son's vehicle, which does not have the ice cold air conditioning that I need every morning to make myself happy. So the window is down. I am uncomfortable. I wonder why we don't have ice cold AC, because it used to happen in this car when we bought it. And why my son doesn't care or doesn't want, I don't really know what's going on, but I need a conversation because I am hot. Georgia is having what I would say, like a typical teenage girl situation where what she wants to wear in the heat, she cannot wear to school. So Georgia obviously attends Bristol Aggie, and they have no uniform, but they have a very specific way of dressing there. And so how kids dress at regular high schools, they can't dress that way because of what they do there. So Georgia can't wear shorts. She can't wear leggings. The only pants that Georgia can wear are jeans, unless she has gym. But she has to wear jeans every day. And it's 81 degrees and, 90% humidity. So she's hot, which in itself is fine. She also has to wear boots of some kind. And she has cowboy boots that we bought her, which she loves. So she's fine with that. But when it comes to tops, she's struggling. And it's just a girl thing. She says she needs something that tucks in to her jeans because she doesn't like how jeans feel up against her skin. So she needs like something long enough to go in. But a regular t-shirt, like a boys style t-shirt or even a Bristol Aggie t-shirt, is too bulky to tuck in. So she can't wear like a regular big t-shirt because it's too chunky around the waist and that feels weird. She can't wear a tank top underneath the t-shirt because how that feels on her body is ick, right? So, and she can't wear tank tops. So then that would leave her really with just like a short sleeve, long shirt that she can tuck in that's tight. And so far, she hasn't found any that scoop because the ones that we bought her are up too high around the neck area and she feels suffocated. So we are trying to find the perfect, tight, longer shirt because the majority of shirts are cropped and that doesn't work for not only the feel but also for dress code. She can't wear a tank top, so she's stressed out. So today, and by the way, every day that it's been warm, she is torturing herself by wearing a tank top and a zip-up hoodie, which she keeps open, but she's wearing a zip-up hoodie over it, and she's hot and uncomfortable. And I feel for her, but I also had to like reaffirm this morning, like you need to figure out how you need to dress, and you need to achieve that, and then do that every day, and lock that in and wear your own little uniform. There is no restrictions on our end. There's money that is stopping us from doing it, where I could say back in the day, we would be like, listen, you got to get what you get. And, remember when I said you won't know I'm making money, but there will be signs? There's a perfect example. You need me to go to Target, Walmart today and buy you 5 different shirts for you to try on? That's what we're going to do. We can do that. But also, we did that kind of already, and she still isn't really happy. And I get it. She's uncomfortable, and what she does in this school is different. There are no pajama bottom pants at my daughter's school. There are no short jean shorts that show your ass at Georgia's school, which I think you can wear. That's fine. I'm just saying there is a certain way of dressing. All the boys wear jeans and Carhartt t-shirts and fucking boots, and that's just the way it is. We're stuck behind a garbage truck. Just got me feeling a certain way about some people. And everybody wants to try to pass me, but it's too risky on the other side, everybody. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I can't go around. Ugh. Like, if he would go slower, it'd be better. Now everybody behind me getting mad. We're just going to have to fucking suffer. Oh, we can go. We can go. We can go. Yes. Okay. So anyway, George is just struggling this morning. The good news is the rain is over and the humidity is going to drop. And so I told her that's great. But I think what's been happening is when she finishes all of like her major stuff and she gets into her electives, I get the text message, Mom, can you come and pick me up? Early dismiss me. And I'm tired of doing that. And I can't do it today because we've got a lot to do. So just girl stuff and dealing with that. We're almost there. We're almost there. There's 2 weeks left of school this week and next week. And next week's mostly half days. And Thursday of next week is the last day of school. I find it very hard to believe that next year I have a senior and then I will have no more children in high school or in any school outside of college for the first time in 25 years. It'll be 26 years. I've been a slave to the Massachusetts public school system for 26 years. Half of my life, I have been enslaved by the fucking Massachusetts Teachers Association. I cannot wait for my emancipation. Fuck these people. What a fucking terrible experience from start to finish. God. I will continue to leave my ass photo on the screen. I enjoy very much. There's some sort of like narcissistic like thing that comes out of me when people are sharing my stuff. They clip it every day, and on their pages is my ass. I absolutely fucking love it. It's hysterical to me. Like people like Val sharing my shit. They have to have my ass, and it kind of vibrates with the sound around it. So it's like thump, 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 ass, 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 thump, 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 just. Like, I love it. Like, enjoy my ass on your timeline. I'm never changing it. Never changing it. I got a crazy message from a lady yesterday, who already I felt, there's a weird thing going on. So, a lady messaged me and she never included her name in the text messages. And when somebody fails to address themselves or like identify them, or also sometimes some people's names come up on my phone. I don't know if they have an Android or whatever, but like sometimes a name pops up on the top. So I might not get their name in the text, but maybe a name pops up, whatever. There are some people that text and don't share who they are. So first of all, we have already, back it up. That would make me not really want to respond. I remain on the platform that I will always just read the messages, but I might not respond. That was before, right? Might not respond if you don't have your name in it. Second, we went on this little journey where I said, listen, I'm not going to be responding to messages for a while. People are abusing it. It's turning into a mess. Like, I have to set some boundaries. Now, shout out to the real ones who have been with me from the beginning, who basically just refused to adhere to that, which is fine because they weren't really the people I meant it for anyway. But they're just like, yeah, bitch, I'm still going to text you. And I'm just like, of course. But there are some other people who continue to text me, and I read the messages, and that's it. Well, this person sent me several messages, and I did not respond. They did not identify themselves. There was no identifying factors or things. And they sent a message with a tone that was like, you know, the least you could do is respond to people who send you messages and care about you. And this was last week, and I responded, I'm sorry, why do you think it's okay to send me that kind of a message? Why? Like, why do you think that's okay? And she's like, well, my name is this and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so I just want to let you know, and this is at the height of me saying, like, don't message me. I said, I just want to thank you, but I have asserted boundaries here. I'm really struggling with what's going on. I'm getting a lot of shit, and I really would just, you're more than welcome to send me messages, but I am under no obligation or really the mental state to respond to them. And she went on some diatribe or whatever, and I read it, and I was just like, okay, thank you, right? Like, thank you. Harry can text me. You can text me. That's fine. And yesterday, I got a text message from this person, and it was like extremely critical. Now, we all know, I think everybody can safely say Jess doesn't like to be told what to do. Whatever you think is the reason for that, hashtag it's Greg. I don't know, but I definitely barely like to be told what to do in real life, let alone on a Sunday afternoon when I'm out on my pool deck by a complete stranger who has already given me a hard time about not responding to messages. I read this message and I literally picked up the phone and called the fucking number. Called it. If you're going to text me and you're going to say mean shit, I'm going to call you. This better be fucking Derek.
Hi, welcome to society. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I do a large iced white chocolate pistachio made with whole milk?
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, it's gonna be $7.49.
Okay. Oh, Derek. So I call her and I'm like, hi. And she goes, oh, hi. I said, why would you send this message? And she's like, well, I'm just giving, like, I'm trying to think of what she was saying. Oh, she called me a bitch. And I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are? You're messaging me, insulting me, calling me names. And I'm letting you know, like, who the fuck do you think you are? And she was like, well, I was like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I am not here for you to call and talk to like that. Get the fuck out of my space. I got to deal with that. Take it up on the internet like the regular people do. Get online and no. And then she's like, don't yell at me. Don't raise your voice. What? Now you're telling me I can't call you to tell you don't fucking call me? She's like, I knew you would act this way. Yes. 100%. Yes. You knew I would act this way, but you did it anyway. I love followers messaging me. I can't control what people say on the internet. So if there are people that don't like me or want to criticize me, the internet is the place for you. But absolutely not do I open up my intimate personal conversations and my text messages to people who want to criticize me. It's insane that they think that they can. Insane. And I was just like, I am so over this. You're out of your mind. Don't. And she's like, don't raise your voice at me. Don't yell at me. And I was like, what? She also said, you know what you can do? You can screenshot all these messages, post them on your page, post them so everybody can see them. I said, what? Get your own goddamn fucking page. Get your own platform. You want to talk about me and share with, you're a nobody. So you want me to you're out of your mind, lady. You are cray cray. We're going to switch phones for a second because, sorry. All right, there we go. This is the message. Let me read the whole thing. Hi, Jess. I have jerseys I bet Jack would like. Happy to drop off somewhere neutral you can pick up. I said, hi, who is this? This is June 6th. Hi, Bestie Bunny. I don't talk in chat, not active on X. I just listen to you and relate to you so much. I hate weekends because we don't have 24 and 24. Now, I asked who it was. They didn't tell me who they were. I asked for a name. They didn't tell me who they were. To me, this could be a troll. This could be anybody. So I didn't respond. I certainly understand they want to give me some stuff for Jack, but I'm not going to go meet a person I don't know you. And then I asked you and you didn't tell me your name. So later on in the day when I didn't respond, kind of testy, never mind. They're in my donation bag. I'm dropping off. I understand you're skeptical about random people contacting you. No big deal. Just thought of you and Jack. And I was like, okay. I didn't respond, but again, still didn't say your name. So then on Sunday, June 7th, said, wow, guess idea. I was no in the dark. All I could read from your live this morning was one thing. I must be in over apologizer because I'm very, very, very strong woman, but I am always apologizing. Drives my husband nuts. I'm not sure what the big deal. Okay, scrolling through. I just feel like it's human nature. Again, I don't follow Twitter stuff, so I might not even know what's really going on. Now, this was like at the height of like, I'm not responding to messages, right? So because I didn't respond to that message, they say, you can at least acknowledge people who support you and go out of the way to message you. And that got me. And I said, why did you say that? I said, and you have not told me who you are. I am apprehensive about people I do not know. And then she was like, it's all good. I don't know why I actually care. I guess I spent every morning listening to 3 hours of you. I look forward to it. Maybe I'm the pathetic one acting like we actually are friends and texting you randomly. I'm sorry. Well, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm a speech pathologist, just like your daughter. I'm from Canton, Massachusetts. I'm a few years younger than you. So do the math. You could figure out who I went to high school with. Like at this point, like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're already aggressive. You're mad at me because I'm not responding to you. Like, whatever. So I said, listen, I am sorry, but I struggle to personally communicate with people who don't disclose their names. I get many texts. I usually find myself leaning towards people who are open and share who they are. You aren't under any obligation to do that, but I am explaining why I am not corresponding. I hope you understand. And she goes, yep, you don't need to explain. I told you my name is Jess. What else do you want? My social security number and my last name? My YouTube name? Again, I don't really care. I really should not have texted you anyway. What was the point? And at this point, there's a tone of aggression. There's a tone of like that. They expect me to talk to them. And I was like, and then she goes, it's weird how triggered I am that you're pushing back on me to disclose who I am, but I don't know why I actually care. Laughing emojis. At this point, I was like, for the sake of myself, we're not going to be talking anymore. And then Tuesday, I know you get many texts, but I would like to share something I'm feeling deeply about. I know why some people may go from loving you to feeling like they want you to fail. And I'm like, this bitch. And like a bunch of stuff here and just like a very, very, very long, and I'm still scrolling, long message, long. It's the actual quintessential. I'm not reading this. It's aggressive. It's long. It's critical. And it's in the middle of a week where I'm fighting for my life on the internet. So I responded, because she said that, that I help her by having a consistent presence in her life. And I said, listen, well, I didn't say listen. I said, I appreciate your message. Unfortunately, I'm physically unable to respond to every message as there is simply just too many. I will reinforce my earlier statements. If you send a message, please expect that I will not respond. I will read it, but I will not always be able to respond. I would recommend to you specifically that you severely lower the expectation that I provide you with anything more than entertainment. It is the best that I can do. Be well. Hold on.
Hi, it's 7:49.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel like I took my card out and I guess I put it right back in.
I do that all the time.
Thank you.
Of course. Nice to be signed up for me. Do you want a straw?
Yeah, I'll do a straw today.
So you want-
Thanks so
Have
much.
a great time.
Same to you. Jack's car is like a low Mazda to the ground and I'm like looking up at the people in society. So, you know, at this point, I feel like I handled this the best I can. It's already taking up. Now, I will say I get a lot of long messages from people, especially over the past couple of days, and I read them all and I find myself smiling at them. Like they're just really wonderful messages. Long ones, long messages. And I read them all. A lot of them are coming in email because people have a lot to say about like the situation going on. And I read them all and I smile, and like, this is not that. This is just, I've already felt the vibe of it just being weird. And the woman responds, I completely understand. And I guess that's the risk we all take, feeling connected to someone and feeling like you are accessible, but you're not really. It's all of our issues and not yours. So I guess I'm just sending that message to reinforce it. It's good to have boundaries and to tell people to lower expectations. I really need to try that with my patients and people who rely on me. I am way too accessible. I do see why people are so generous and give you gifts and money, because there is a level of connection that isn't found in daily life and people crave it. Maybe this is my next creative business model, a true way to connect with people like you are doing, but in a more accessible, seamless kind of way. I think I have an idea to run with. People are so lonely and just want to feel heard. And I said, take care. Okay, take care. Now I'm hearing business model, like an undertone of like, there's a way to make money here on being accessible. Who I am and my personality is the commodity. If you want to duplicate that in some sort of a business model, and I don't know what I'm reading here, but like, take care. We have now responded 4 more times than I would like to respond. Yesterday, 2:24 in the afternoon. Now, you little buns, you all know what's going on out here, right? You know what's happening out here in the forest. You know what's going on in the jungle. It's war. We're at war, okay? This woman sends me this message in the middle of wartime. Do better. Your daughter is a professional in the same field as me. I am a speech pathologist. Speech pathologists and healthcare professionals don't deserve to have their mother's butt photos publicized. I would have been mortified as a new clinician in a competitive field, not knowing if my mom's choices might hinder my professional growth. Free speech, free expression, yes. Also, do better. As I said above, I used to find joy in you. Now you are showing a less than attractive side. Not being mean, as many are, just sharing a perspective that one with an open mind might consider. And I responded, shut the fuck up about my daughter. And she goes, ha ha ha, predictable. And I said, who do you fucking think you are? And why are you texting me? And the minute I sent that, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And then we called. And I was like this. I was like, who the fuck do you think you are fucking saying shit about my daughter? Who the fuck are you? That's a good coffee. Who do you think you are? You know what I'm also under no obligation to do? Keep your phone number private. I can put your phone number up on the screen right now. You'll get you like texting people? You want texts? How about we send some people to send you some texts? What if we fucking scroll your number at the bottom of my screen and everybody sends you the same kind of fucking shit you've been sending me for the past week? You gaslighting fucking bitch. Who the fuck do you think you are? It is a woman. I spoke with her on the phone, and she is as crazy on the phone as she was in her text message. The entitlement that some of these people have is beyond. Now, I believe that I can have fans and followers who are kind, who are nice, who send messages, and I have already explained, do not expect me to respond. However, I respond to a fucking lot, actually. I text people out of the blue. I pay attention to my followers. I listen. If they've got something going on, I try to text them. Thinking about you today. Hope you had a good day. Hope your surgery went well. Like, I care about my followers very much. I understand that there is like this weird thing where I hear this very often. When I meet fans, people say, I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you. And that is because I tell you about every little part of my life. And so people, when they see me, they're like, I know you. I don't know you, though. And I think this woman is experiencing that and doesn't also know how to be a nice person. So it's weird. It's just a weird situation. So yeah, if you text me again, we're just going to put your number on the screen. So let that be a warning to you. You have lost the privilege. Today, we have to, so yesterday while I was on my live in the morning, I went to leave to go pick up Georgia after pulling into my driveway. So drove to bring Georgia to work in the morning, drove to Society, drove a little bit around for a minute, and then came into the driveway. And I assumed like within a few minutes, Georgia was going to call me anyway. Sure enough, I pull into the driveway. Georgia's like, you can come get me. I back the car out of the driveway. And as I back out, I'm going, oh, this is a little weird. Brakes feel a little weird. I get to the top of the street and I was like, wait, there's no brakes. I'm pumping the brakes. I'm like, huh. I turn around and I come back. I tell Jeff. I send Jack to go get Georgia. We go outside. There is fluid all over the driveway. And also, as I backed out of the driveway, like now in the street, and I'm not a mechanic, but I'm assuming that's a brake line that is now not connected somehow, some way. So Jeff was like, okay, called our mechanic who is about a mile up the road, just about 1 mile exactly. Called our mechanic, said, come bring it in. And Jeff was like, well, I'm going to wait until there's less cars on the road and we'll bring it later on tonight. But in the meantime, Jeff got in the car and tried to drive around the block, and it's not safe. We don't have a handheld emergency brake, so it was just not worth it. So today, this morning, I'm going to call and have it towed over there. And then he's going to work on it. And then hopefully I'm hoping reconnect the brake line. Can you imagine? Can someone pull a brake line, cut a brake line? Thought crossed everybody's mind. So fix the brake line on the Jeep. So I'm driving Jack's car. Jack is working today, 12 to 8, which actually is very convenient. So I will drive him to work, and then I will have his car for the rest of the day. My husband has a work truck. He's working from home today. I can't drive that one, but he has that one to use. So if he needs to go anywhere or do anything, that's good. So there's that. That's taken care of. We have the guy coming to look at the fence today. I think we're looking like my husband is not in the business of putting in fence posts. It's just the kind of husband I have. He looks good on the eyes. And he's a vibe on the weekends, but he's not a fence remover or a fence installer. And so peek at it. From my calculations, it's only a couple $100 and we're totally fine. So I'm okay with that as well. So there's that and there's that. We have our decorating of the old town hall tonight. So originally we were going to do it on yesterday, which was Flag Day. Couldn't do it based on the number of people participating. We were going to do it today, and some items that we ordered from Amazon had not come in. And I was messaging the group. I was like, guys, we're at the whim of Amazon at this point. And I think almost everything came in. It was all supposed to come at once. And you know how sometimes Amazon just sends 5 different drivers to your home with 5 different things? Either way, we got the lights. We got 1 package of bunting. So I guess that's enough. And then we've got to go back to Home Depot today and get the rest of what we need. So at Home Depot today, we've got to get an American flag and post. We need to get mulch, flowers, and pots. We all spent to Alan Carpenter. We spent some time, Pizza Allen. He's right outside. We had to spend some time looking at the building. It's vinyl siding, and we do not think that we are going to be able to drill through it for window boxes. So we're just going to do bunting. It's okay. We're going to do the flowers in the front. We bought lights that change colors with the little thing. So we're going to put on these solar lights up above, and we're going to hopefully bring to life the idea I had in my mind about our old town hall shining like the patriotic gem that she is. I can't really tell you how excited I am about this. I envision myself driving by at night, just staring at it. I don't know, it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of life, but this is a town municipal building. It's historic. It's old as dirt. our forefathers used to conduct business and run our town from it. I feel that kind of like patriotism every time I walk in the door and I hold my Republican town meetings there. And I've always just wanted her to look beautiful, and I can't get her new siding and I can't get her new doors or any of that shit. Apparently, I can't even get her a sign printed properly or painted properly, but I can beautify her with regalia and flowers and flags and bunting. And I am like, I can cry thinking about it. I hope it lives up to my expectations. If I had more money, I would get more, but I'm working on, my own money on this, and then what Home Depot gave, because I don't know, I was distracted and didn't do any fundraising. I had a couple people send me some things, but we're working with what we have. Go ahead. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. You had the right of way for the longest of times. But currently, right now, I'm obsessed with everything that we have for it. I'm going to go drive by her right now. I also am going to be bringing my dad's flag. So my father was a veteran, and when he passed away, members of the military come. My father was in the Marines. Someone came to my father's funeral, and they give you a big, huge flag. I usually hang that in the front of my house, but this year I kept it down, and I would like to hang it on the side of the building. She's beautiful. So I'm going to, not because I want my dad or me or any connection to it. It's a beautiful flag. It's big. And we have this huge space on the side of the building that I think is perfect for it. And then I think she's just so pretty. Anyway, you want to go see Town Hall with me? Let's go see Town Hall with me. My obsession with this building is real. We also have to get the key. They're not open yet, but we have to get the key in a little bit because we're going to need to be able to get in. You see her? All right. I know most of you don't care about this, and I deeply apologize. Okay. So, see what I mean? Like, this is just like sad. Like, this is a sad situation here. So we are going to take all of this stuff out, all of this stuff, and all of this stuff on this side. And we're going to de-weed that. We're going to mulch it and put flowers in there. I'm not sure we're going to be able to plant anything. So the goal, I think, is we're going to put down tarp to cover the weeds. Then we're going to put pots with flowers in there for now, I think. I just don't think we're going to be able to plant. I'm not really sure. What's left over here is from a garden club that planted this, and they just, not even a garden club, somebody did it. Whatever. So here, we're going to get 2 potted plants, flowers here and here, okay? We're going to put up top, bunting, bunting, bunting. And then just above them, we're going to put lights. Now, over here, I'm not sure. I think we're going to have to figure that out. I'm bringing my paint so we can paint the 1480 a little bit better. So we're going to do flowers, flowers, pots, pots. Oh, 2 circle wreaths with flowers and the bunting. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to get all the way up there, which is where I really wanted the lights, but I'm going to cut my, just take the losses. It'll just be down here. This thing right here, we still have to see if we can get a sign for to cover that, because that's an absolute disaster. And then over here, the goal is to put bunting here, here, and here underneath with a light up top, up top, up top. And I believe my dad's flag can go right in the middle there, I think. Now that I'm looking at that, that might look a little too small of a space, but we'll see. We can cover the windows temporarily. And then on this side, On this side, we're going to do bunting, 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 light, light, light. And then we're going to put an American flag coming out here, like actually just on a post, just a regular American flag over there. I originally thought we could do an American flag on this side, but there's a woodpecker home right up there. Look at that woodpecker. We can't get through that. So I think the American flag's just going to have to go on that side. This is also, so we can't go through that, but we're going to hang 2 wreaths here and flowers. And then I think what we can do to make it even more patriotic is I think we can get American flags, little ones, and maybe either put them all here and here. This needs to be cleaned and helped. It's a little library, but I'm resisting the urge to paint this red, white, and blue. But anyway, that's her, and we're going to work on her today. And I'm very excited. And I don't think we're going to get all of it done the way that I want it to look, but we'll get it pretty close. Pretty close. We can't do anything permanent to it. Everything that we do has to be like a temporary thing. So at really just fall under the scope of like decorating, you know what I mean? So we can't make any permanent changes. So like the lights that we're getting, they are solar and they stick on. So they can be removed. The only thing is the rest of my bunting hasn't come in yet. So I don't know if I should go to Walmart and just buy some and then I can return what comes from Amazon because it's not coming. I don't know where it is. So anyway, that's today. That is the most important thing to me. Decorating Old Town Hall is more important to me than getting my car fixed or getting my fence fixed. I really just want Old Town Hall to be fixed and look pretty. So that's on the agenda today. And today's finally the day. I have some great people that are going to help me and I'm excited. And I think that's that. So we're heading home and we're going to take this inside the office because I can't be in this car anymore. It's just like Sweetles needs a new car. Actually, I get it. I can see why he likes this car. It's like a little zoomy thing, but like I just can't. Too old for this. Oh, this house decorated for 250. That's so nice. I love that. So did this house. Let's go. So did that one. Let's go. My house is all decorated too. I got my flags up. I got my red, white, and blue flowers. I got my American flags inside the potted plants. Like everything is just like ready on the front of the house. She's beautiful. She looks beautiful. Let's take a minute to talk about Valerie. Valerie, I unblocked Valerie. I've had her blocked for a very long time, maybe even a year or so. Can you see my flowers on my flag? Can you see? It's hard to see. Hello, charming house. I've had her blocked for a long time. And what's going on over here? Let's just drive by. Is this guy, how many people here are never mind. I'm just looking, I'm just watching something. Relax, everybody. Just relax. Okay, so I just saw some neighbors doing something sus, and I'm not a Karen, but also just like I just need to like make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and that's it. Okay, we're looking fine. We're looking good. I'm spying. Shh, 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 shh. This man has been working on his boat for, I don't know, 2 years. Get it in the water already. It's just what it's, I don't know. It's like your whole personality. You're just working on a boat that has never been in the water. It's taken so long. What are you waiting for? It's like our third season and it hasn't been in the water yet. I don't know. Anyway, who am I to judge? I'm a judgy bitch. Oh, I almost just fucking pulled into my driveway and realized my other car is there. All right, let's do this. Let's go inside and we're going to talk about Valerie's bizarre obsession with me. And I realized that this woman she's a shit stirrer, huh? Like by trade? Like that's what she does for a living. Because it's very peculiar. All right, I can't see anything because my phone hasn't even been in the handheld since I got to town hall. Jack's car is just. So crazy story about my neighbor. Let me tell you, he lives at the end of the street. He's Portuguese. He owns some sort of a construction company, small construction company, not like, I don't even know how legit they are. And my first experience with him is he's Portuguese. So he says hi to my husband, and he's probably my age. He's married, and he has a son. He's one of those guys that has built a whole apartment in the basement, definitely didn't get a permit for it. But he was walking by one day, hold on, with his dog. Hi, Reagan. Hi, Lindsay. Hold on. All right. So he was walking by one day with his dog, not on a leash, and he hit the dog. The dog started running. He grabbed it by the collar and he fucking smacked it in the face multiple times. I went right outside and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he looked surprised. Can you shut off your alarm? It's going off. Hold on, we're in the office. Hold on. Hold on for one more day. I know that there's pain, but you hold on for one more day. My God, my stomach is growling. Could you hear that? God. Okay, can you guys hear me? So he walked by, he hit his dog open-handed in the face, and it was kind of like a boxer type dog, and I just lost it. I saw it through the window. I ran outside, I yelled at him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And so now my relationship with this neighbor is don't fucking make eye contact with me. That's pretty much where we're at. And he always waves hi or whatever. But one day, I was leaving in the morning, I don't know, to bring one of the kids to school. And there was a wallet in my driveway, not at the end of my driveway, like in my driveway. And I opened up the wallet and it was his wallet in my driveway. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Now, this is years after the dog incident, but we don't have a really great relationship with him. He would have never come on the property. And I was like, what on earth am I
what? So Jeff was like, okay, go give it to him. And I was like, well, I'm not going to go give it to him. And he's like, just go give it to him. And I'm like, so I wait until I see him outside and I walk over and I was like, is this your wallet? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. No, it couldn't have blown off. It was like all the way at the top of my driveway, like right near the door of my car. Like wouldn't have never been, it was thrown in the yard. And that's exactly what happened. I ended up going and looking at my ring cam, and a truck with like guys that work for him, somebody fucking stole his wallet and took the money out and threw the fucking wallet in my yard. Like even his employees hate him. It was so crazy. And then, want to hear the craziest thing in the world? Okay, oh my God. So several years ago, this all kind of is like crazy. He drives a box truck and it's green, okay? And it was very, very unique. It's like a Ford Sprinter type truck, and it's green. And on the Herald News, Fall River Herald News or Fall River Reporter, there is a attempted child abduction that takes place, and they have a picture of it, and it's a green Sprinter truck. I'm going to say this. I was 100% convinced that it was my neighbor. And I saw people saying, if you see a vehicle like this, please call it in. And I like literally go to the end of my driveway and I look down and I was like, oh, well, there's a green Sprinter truck. And I went inside and I said to Jeff, do you see this? And he's like, oh shit. And I was like, yeah, what should we do? And he's like, fuck that guy. He hits his dog calling in. So I called it in. He doesn't have a green Sprinter truck anymore. He has a different one. And it was very shortly after that he got rid of that one. So I'm assuming it wasn't him. And then he just didn't want to be like, I don't know, but I called the police and I was like, there's a green Sprinter truck matching that description right on my street. And Jeff has absolutely no, he was just like, he fucking hits his dog. It's an easy decision. I don't think it was him because the guy never got arrested or anything like that. But what are the chances? Or it could have been one of his employees driving it and something happened, but I called it in. And then I never checked back. All right. So can we look at us? We can do this now. Hold on. We can share the pages with each other while we do the lives. Hold on. What's going on over here? Okay. Let's get this. Vinny Cutlets. Shout out to Vinny Cutlets. Let me get to this here. We can share the pages. Wow. Morning show is going to be sick. This is Valerie. Soft and savage, a rare breed of a woman. Well, you got the rare breed of a woman part right, but I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. So this post yesterday is the one that made me unblock her because I thought we were dealing with a real different type of person here that I'm not sure I know how to handle. This to me made it sound as if, am I correct that this person was thinking that I lied about my husband and what happened? Speaking of police reports, can we get the police report of that Borat mini stroke incident, Jess Machado, and tags me? First of all, You're so lazy. Go and get it yourself. Would you like me to teach you how to get a public records request, Valerie? It's a skill set that I have that you might benefit from. So what you do is you go on the Somerset Police Department website, and then you go to where the public records comment is, and then you click on that. And then you can submit an email through that portal. I don't even know if it's a portal. But anyway, Valerie, happy to oblige. But what you need to know is if you click on police logs for Somerset, this exists where they have all of the police logs. They're pretty quick about them. And so all you could do here is when you get to this page, you can do Control F and it'll pop up a search bar, and then just type in Washington because that's my street. And it'll show you the first one was 528, right? But then hit this button here and go down, and this one right here. So this is on, what's the date? 5/27. Right. And I talked about it on 5/28, 911 medical. The call source was 911, which is what I called. And this is the address, 91 Washington Avenue. This is where I live. You could have seen that because I just showed a picture of it because I showed the front of my house. And then this says patient refusal, which is exactly what I said happened, where my husband said that he did not want to go to the hospital. Now, I responded and said, here you go, cunt. And then I put this up here for her because she's probably too lazy to even click on the link. So I did this for her, and she says, thanks, Jess. And I said, I put in a request for the 911 call so you can hear me scream into the phone thinking my husband was dying. I'll let you know when I get it. And she goes, very nice. This is a weirdo. This woman is bizarre. To think that somebody would lie about thinking that my husband was dying. I don't know if Valerie has found some sort of like anything to marry her. I don't know her personal life. She seems to know far more about me than I know about her. But with that being said, I hope that Valerie is never in a position that I was in. I can't even think about it because I thought my husband was dying. Every thought that raced through my head was that my husband is gone because he looked gone. It was very scary. And I thought my husband was having a stroke or a heart attack, and I thought he was going to leave me and be gone. And it's fucked up. And so I'll get the 911 call for you, Valerie, and you can hear me screaming into the phone because I'd never been in a situation like that except with my son. I'll get that call for you too, if you want, where my son was sick and he passed out in the bathroom and I caught him. And then I screamed for help and nobody could hear me. And then I ran to my room and grabbed my phone and called 911 while my son was completely out on the bathroom floor. And I thought he was dead. And so I'll be happy to get those 2 911 calls for you so you can hear them. And I think what you'll probably hear is like, just like gut-wrenching fucking fear. But I'll be happy to get that for you. It sounds like you are extremely desensitized in this world and you need anything to make you feel a certain way. This is just a weird person. And I have, for the better part of a year, like not even like got around with her. Like I just, I've avoided her. There is a thing called blocking and it's extremely effective because her tagging me or doing all these things, like I would never see it. And I think there's a whole lifetime of like Valerie lore that I have never been privy to because blocking works. And only recently yesterday I unblocked her. I'm sure she knows that. I unblocked her because I found this to be extremely crazy. This is peak Jessica derangement syndrome, right? We got turtle boy derangement, whatever. There's this one too. Now you want a police report of my husband having a medical emergency, you fucking dumb cunt? Sure. happy to get it for you. This is crazy. This right here is crazy. So like this post, and then there's so we all know how Jeffsty feels like. This is a shit stir 101. So first of all, I will bet you any money that Aiden doesn't give two fucks about what my husband said about Aiden while I was doing my stream yesterday. My husband responding to me, right, talking about Aiden in the chat, and my husband doing good husband things, right, saying who gives a fuck what he says? Why is Aiden the moral fucking compass? And then fuck off, my moral compass is Turtle Boy or any of them for that matter. Eat a big bag of deer fucking nuts. And then moral compass, my left nutsack. I don't know if I said moral compass, but somebody, right, this right here, Valerie, I know you don't understand this because you don't know what that looks like. That's a husband being a good husband. That's a husband giving a shit about my life and my job and what's going on, and coming in to defend me unabashedly and not caring about anybody, including Aiden. And that's the stance that my husband should be taking. You're highlighting this, I understand, because you don't know what a husband does. This is what a good husband does. He doesn't get involved in everything. He doesn't get on the internet and fight my battles for me. But I think what a good husband does is when on a Sunday where we're at home and we're enjoying our life and we have to kind of put a stop to some of the rumors that are happening, the husband supports me. If you were watching this live stream, I didn't like the way he was supporting me at first because he was making fun of the expert and how he talked, and he was making fun of the baker, rightfully so. But Jeffrey, those are things we do in the privacy of our own home. We don't do that on the internet. And I got a little mad at him, and I was like, dude, I need people to take me seriously here, and you putting on sunglasses and making fun of the way people speak is not going to do me any favors. And so he understood the assignment. He got up and left, and then just went right downstairs and pivoted to the chat where he did husbandy things and did exactly what I would want any husband to do for you, Valerie. So what you're looking here is what this post is this screams, I wish I had a husband to defend me. You know, then we get this post. I appreciate the effort, but redemption requires accountability, self-awareness, and a willingness to stop deflecting and take a hard look in the mirror, Jess Machado. First of all, this only has 4,000 views. This is not really, oh, I wasn't even sharing this. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. This, and then it was this. So right here, these are Jeffrey's comments, which she took the time to screenshot and highlight. This is being a good husband. This is 13 years of devotion through hard times, tough times, sticking it out, staying married when we didn't think we could, going up against all of the hard shit and still keeping it together. That's what you're witnessing right there. You're witnessing a guy who basically is just like, don't fuck with my fucking wife. Right? Because he was spending his time in a chat on fucking YouTube, which he could fucking barely even stomach, but he was doing it. I hope for you, Valerie, one day, whenever you need someone to defend you, you have a husband that will do the exact same thing, because this feels wonderful, right? Feels wonderful. I appreciate the effort, but redemption requires accountability, self-awareness. Bitch, this has 4,000 views, right? So we're not even supposed to, like, whatever. I don't need redemption. This isn't, I wasn't looking for redemption. So Valerie is getting it wrong here. This isn't me like saying like, I want everybody to forgive me and move. No, I've maintained I'm not apologizing for shit. I'm just telling you what I've done over the past couple of days to try to figure out what the fuck is going on about a massive swatting event where people almost died and children were in big trouble. You know what I mean? So there was no redemption. This wasn't a redemption tour. This was just me fucking telling you what I've been doing. So, no. Who accused Jess Machado of swatting that event? Now, this one, Valerie, got 10,000 views. So this is worth a dissection. I don't know who Boston Maggie is. She's always kind of had like a good account. I think I follow her? I do follow her, which is rare for me. I don't follow a lot of people, but I really do like her content and her like take on things long before whatever. But Boston Maggie has been one of these people who's coming out of the woodwork, so to speak, and is just basically like dropping like little truth nuggets. And she goes, Baker and the expert used the word swatting 100%. Jess played the video. Then the expert said Jess needs to prove that it wasn't her. There has been lots of innuendo that it was a call from Jess. And then Jenny, not Jen Alt, I don't know who this is, said, per Will's post, he implied an independent journalist, and you commented that based on the events in the last 48 hours, it was more than likely that the independent journalist. Curious, who is the independent journalist that was mentioned? Valerie is saying, I remember Will's post and you're interpreting wrong. That's not, this right here is, this is lying. This is a liar. You're lying. That it is 100% me that Will is talking about. And then there's this one here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the independent journalist herself. I got lost, right? So there's this. And now Valerie is being schooled here. Baker is the first one to say swatting. It was the expert who told the independent journalist to prove she did not do it. It's all mean girl high school stuff. This lady right here, MAGA Mojo, literally nobody. That's not true, lady. You know that, right? I was on my burner and she pulled that exact question up. I don't know what that means. This guy right here is the one who started the accusation. I believe he hosted Baker. So this person, blonde Patty, came in with a little bit of stuff. This one, no one, of course. So look at this person. No one, of course. Jess Machado is a victim of her own ego, but we know that, don't we, Queen Valerie? This person follows me and you say mean things about me? Well, now we have to block you. Oh, God. Oh, say no more. Oh, say no more. This right here is what's wrong with the internet. You hate me, you don't like me, but you follow me. We're gonna solve this for you. Block. Oh, Jesus. Alrighty. Anyway, the expert insinuated that it could be her. Instead of going around and round, why don't they just say it wasn't her? Because they want to. Will, Baker, the expert, and Lauren. Don't forget Lauren. Don't forget your little Pensacola queen. I'm not forgetting Lauren, but don't forget Lauren. Because Lauren wanted to make herself a part of this. She's going to be a part of it. All right. Now this right here. I don't know, but did she ask for false reports? Swatting isn't a legal term. Moving the goalposts. This is moving the goalposts. Swatting. But now, no, swatting isn't the legal term. Now, you know what I mean? Now we're moving the goalpost again. It's the same thing before. Anyway, so that's Valerie posting about this, who accused Jess Machado. Well, I think enough of people there told you, but if any of my followers want to go into this right here and respond to this, go right ahead. Feel free to drop the receipts. I think that's pretty much like the only shit I saw. I didn't go far back here. This is Nick's shit. She finally got her chance to say, oh, because I was singing, not my problem. Cry about it. Oh, what the on earth? Oh, that was to this person. As much as I don't like you, J7, I think you're better than Jess Machado. Have some fucking self-worth. Oh my God, what did she do? She just clips me? I reported this post. Somebody must have sent it to me. What is this? Oh, this bitch. Okay. Oh, I look so good in this one. I look pretty here. More of Jessica. Holy shit. Wait, how often does she do this? Wait. How often does she? This is where I deleted Beanbag Ron. Oh, I gotta unfollow him. Unfollow. Yeah. It was sad. It's too bad. It's all right. All right, Aiden. Hold on a second. Does she do this every day? How often does Valerie talk about me? I'm not kidding. How often? Okay. All right. Maybe there's just a little bit going on. Where is this? where where is this particular place? Is this where you are? I'm just trying to find you. Where are you? I find you. Um all right. Oh, high moons, high oceans. All right, maybe there's just because there's some drama going on. Nope. Oh my God. What is this? Jimmy was right. What? Okay. All right. This is fine. So now we're going back a little further. Okay. All right, Queen. All right. Serving right here. Pretty. You're pretty. I'm going to like that. I'm going to comment. Pretty. I mean, she's pretty. All right. So there's nothing really. Oh yeah, this is the one that yeah, we're just going to. Wounds. Okay, so maybe it's not so much about me. We've passed. We put. All right, so there's nothing here. This is good. She doesn't talk about me any. Oh. How far back are we? Now we're in May. All right, I don't see anything really about me going back this far. It seems like she's just lately obsessed, right? Oh, Jess Machado. Oh, there's a okay. Alrighty. Well, I've lost brain cells. This is why, you know what? This is why I think we're going to just block again because I've about seen enough. This is a bizarre weirdo who is obsessed. We just need to get off the internet with that one. All right, we blocked her again. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Geez, Louise, I don't want to do this part of it. What is this? Of all the drama that has gone on behind the scenes of the Free Karen Reed movement, this is by far the worst. None of Jess Machado's followers have doxed anybody. Your hillbilly gathering was not swatted. Maybe a police officer showed up. And if that's true, where's the video? A gathering of YouTubers has a visit from the police officer and nobody filmed it. Well, I maintain that doesn't mean like if there's a real swatting event, nobody's getting out their phone. You know what I mean? Like, not only would Jess Machado never do something like this, I'm pretty sure the incident never happened. It's up to you. What is, let me look at this.
Never mind. I'm just looking, I'm just watching something. Relax. What? Can you see? It's hard to see. Hello, Charming House.
Oh. Oh, this person is playing me while scrolling through. All right, we're gonna have to listen to me talk. Hold on.
I've had her blocked for a long time. And what's going on over here?
He's saying the bunnies will keep doxing. Which one of my followers has doxed anybody? This is weird. This is weird. This is weird, right?
let's just drive by. Is this guy, how many people here are
I didn't talk about her all week. Not true.
never mind.
I made threats against Aiden twice yesterday. Where did I make threats against Aiden? These people are so, I'm going to tell you something. This man, with his flagrant use of the American language, is like causing massive fires. This man using words and saying things, and I won't give him the pass that he doesn't understand the meaning. Like, I did not threaten Aiden yesterday at all. My bunnies are insane. What do you mean? Like, you can't, I was hoping for what? Victimhood? Why would I want victimhood? I was very happy making fun of you. I don't need to be a victim. I was very happy to just make fun of you. You just can't take it. You're a fucking pussy. That's the problem. You're a fucking bitch pussy. That is the problem with you. All you did is fucking just bitch and cry. And then you used your card, the only one you have one time, 2 times. You have one chance to use your bitch baby card, and you used it for this. Now you can never do it again. You called in all the fucking content creators over me joking about a fleshlight. Can you imagine? That's what you used your fucking free pass on? You used it on that? Oh, good luck, sir. Now that's it. There's no victimhood here. At what part of this have I ever acted like a victim? At what part have I ever backed down? What 2 days where I said I need to take a break. I need to get out. Yeah, I needed to get my fucking head right, because every fucking time I turned around, there's a new goddamn fucking talentless content creator making fucking content and getting views on calling me a cunt. Like, I don't know. That takes some intestinal fortitude to kind of navigate through. Unlike you, where somebody just talks about your sex life when you were fucking having a sex life with a stranger on the internet, you fucking weirdo. Say what you want about me, but I've never been in a fucking relationship with someone fucking across the pond that I've never met before, you fucking weirdo. I'm going all in.
I'm just looking, just watching something. Relax, everybody. Just relax.
She really needs to pay for the mocha. I don't need to. I make money on the internet. I can do this full time. I make a living. I could lose half my views and I would still have enough money to live. So you have to destroy half my viewership in order for me to even start thinking about, like, maybe I can't do this for a living. And then what? Then I'll just like go get a job or something. Like what? Like it's hard? Like, oh wait, is there someone in the chat? Who is it? Tell me. I'm totally into like fucking weirdos and trolls. I want a person. I want somebody. Is there someone here? Who's here? Hi, Arkansas Bessie. Say hi to Boss Man Pete. Let's make some Baker merch. Oh, Pat Ford is here. Perfect. I'm sure he has some one-liners that are causing the chat to go crazy. Oh, could I parlay this into a crazy fucking merch drop? You bet I can. You bet I can. That's all right. We leave the trolls today. That's all they have. It's fine. It's fine. On my side, I see 3068 people watching across all my platforms. Enjoy. If there's 5 of you here that want to go crazy. Boss Man Pete, how high is your hair today? Good morning.
So I just saw some neighbors doing something sus, and I'm not a Karen, but also just like, I just need to like make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and that's it. Okay. We're looking fine. We're looking good.
All right, what else do we got going on here? These, yeah. So I appreciate this person posting this. I can't deal with that kind of stuff. It's like, this is the kind of thing I just don't have the time for. It's so exhausting. Thank you for this though. Vinny Cutlets? BDO's posts are so funny. He just comes on every day with some sort of like, if you need me to do this based on whatever I've talked about, it's funny. Check my emails. Okay. I will check my emails. So we are currently in like the, this is like a morphed, we're in the studio, our home studio, and we're getting ready to move over to like the show that's on a screen like this and not in the car. Oh, Arkansas Bestie sent me a picture of Pete Bossman. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up for all of you. Stand by. Let me send it to myself. Ooh, perfect. Jessica sent me another Jessica sent me a good Jessica sent me she knows where there's some good bunting in case I want to go out and grab it because I don't want to wait for Amazon. Hold on, let me send this to myself. Here. Okay, hold on, let me grab it. God, we can use screens. This is going to have to be a little bit, oh, block. No, Jessica, what on earth are you doing? We don't want this. We don't want this. We want this. Jeez. Okay, can we go to this? Oh, yes, we can. We can go to this. We can go to this. This is Bossman Pete. Look at Bossman Pete. So exactly as I suspected, his hair is extremely high. There's something about this man's hair that is unnatural. It looks very dense and very thick. Look at the height here. Look at the size of this pump. And then like kind of goes in here and then he kind of sweeps it back on the side and he's got a little sideburn action going here. These are Ray-Bans. It's because you're rich. Look at his face. He's like, bitch, please stop making me content for your parasocial relationship with a YouTuber. But he does it. He just does it. I don't know where they're going today. Probably to go buy a yacht. Look at this. I'm obsessed with this. Very sexy. Who is this? Great. Thanks for asking. This is Arkansas Bestie's boss man. His name is Pete. This is him. Okay. Sorry. Wait, I have pictures here. You guys want to look at pictures? Hold on. We shared the pictures. Let's do more pictures together. Oh, this is so fun. This is the night that we reelected Alan Smith as selectman. So here is Selectman Alan Smith right in the middle. That's this man right here. He is our selectman, and we got him reelected a second time. This is my bestie, Kathy. This is me. I am so pretty. Guess who this is over here? I bet you all would like to know. Coach K Swizzle from the chat right here. I see you. I see you. This is Kathy's husband. This is my vice chair of my committee. This is FBI Dan. This is FBI Dan. He has some lore about FBI Dan. That's Allison. She moved away. Oh, this is Todd Costa, our former chief of police. This man is in charge of our economic development committee. Anyway, that's a cute picture. Let me stop sharing it for a second and see what other pictures we have to share with you. Oh. Do you guys want to just look at pictures of me for fun? Since we look, this is me and Mike Keneally. This was at the Republican convention. And this is the man who I was pretty confident was going to be our next governor. This is one of my favorite dresses of all time. I bought it when I worked at Bank of America. It's from Amazon, and I absolutely love it. And it fits great, and I thought it was very patriotic. But that was me and Mr. Keneally, and I'm very sad that he is not going to be our governor. Maybe next time. But anyway, do you guys want to just do pictures? I didn't see with the chat. Do you guys want to talk, or what would you like? Would you like to do pictures? I'll be happy to do photos if you want to do pictures. Is that like good content? I'm not sure. Yes to pictures. You guys get actual photos of like my life. I would love to hear what's happening with the naughty pool guy. We'll check we'll check in with the assessor's office. Let's look at some old photos. Wedding pics cannot be shared, unfortunately. We have to wait for my daughter to release them. Let's go to the album called Vintage. Yeah. All right, let's do vintage. We have a lot to do today, so I don't think we're going to be able to give you a whole crazy show. Unfortunately. This is me and my grandma when I was pregnant with Julia. Huh. Why is it so small? That's me and my cousin Anne when I was... How can we do it? Yes. Go back. This is my cousin Anne in my grandma's house. Look what my grandma used to do. She used to sew everything to match. So this table matched, this little peekaboo matched, this table matched, this chair, rocking chair matched, and even like the little skirts on the front of the bookcase, everything matched. This is me when I was in 10th grade with my cousin Anne. This is me and Julia when we went to Disney and we got Disney hats. Here's Ron, baby daddy, right over here. Look at TT and I. Look at this shit. Going dancing when we were little. This is Julia. She got to go in the cockpit of the plane when she was little. Oh my God. Okay, TT and me. Look at us. I can't. This is me and my sisters. This is Ron. Look at baby daddy at a fire when he was on the fire department. Look at this fucking legend. Look at me. OMG. Right here. Jennifer is in here. April is here. TT's back here somewhere, but that's me. One of my favorite pictures, the Historical Society of Fall River. Yes, I have another sister. But we don't talk to her. This is the Historical Society did like some sort of Christmas thing. This is Julia when she was little, and I have on the fur that Ron won me at the auction. You know, the fur. There it is. That's Jack and George's dad. Look at my grandparents. Fucking legends. This is Ron and Julia. When you're coming at me, just so you know, this is who you're attacking. Just so you know. You can't see it, but my sweater has my name on it. Yes, that's the fur from the car ride and the sweats. Same one. Look at TT. Look at TT. Catholic school. This was the picture of TT and I that everybody in the whole family had. Like everybody had this like in their car. Like everybody had this photo of us. TT. Oh yeah, right here. This is where it all went wrong. Inside, just be like, I hate these bitches. Another one. Look at me. So cute. I can't. I'm such just a perfect little thing. Look at baby Julia. This is me. Birthday cake. Mima with the twins. Look at me. This is Garfield pajamas. These are Garfield pajamas. You can't see it because the quality of this is crazy, but right over here, see this right here? This is an Atari River Raid game, if you know. It's my sister. See this knife? Hold on. See this knife right here? I still have it. It's in my drawer. This is my first boyfriend, Tommy Weimer, when he was in the Marines. He sent me that picture when he was away. Look at me and my Barbie. So fun fact, crazy story. I got grounded right after this because I used a pen and drew eyeliner on this Barbie. It got taken away from me and I didn't get to have dinner that night. Fun fact, the trauma began. This is hot Jessica. I was in this era. Crazy enough, did not wear a bra with this. Was just wearing this. This is my Rachel era when I cut my hair like Rachel from Friends. Look at this. What's going on here? No bra. Nipples. You can see the nipples right here. It's pretty crazy I would do that. This is my first dog, Jackson and Julia. I don't know why a picture of Mickey Rourke is in this one. It's here. It's my mom and my sisters in Vermont. This is me and Mima. I'm 9 months pregnant with Julia in this picture. Julia. That's me. Julia. Look at baby Julia. Crazy, but I am the same age in this photo as Julia is right now. This is me and Julia at some sort of event at the library. She does look just like Ron. It's crazy. You can't tell now because of who she is, but like this is just like Ron's face. This is me, 18 years old. God, gorgeous. Yep. I mean, people want to know why I'm obsessed with myself. I mean, look at me. Oh, my baby Julia. This is me at prom, the one and only prom I ever went to with this guy, Dan, who is hot football player. There's me. Remember I told you about my prom and how I couldn't get a prom dress? I had to get this stupid, ugly black prom dress. Like, it's just the worst. There was so much trauma happening to get to this picture. My house was so abusive. My house was so crazy. It's hard to even look back at that. Me and my grandma. Lake Afton and Yardley. Shout out Newtown. Yardley. That's me. That's that. All right. I think that's that. Think we're done. I'm just going to look for some other cool pictures for you guys. Let me see if I have something else for you. I really didn't have anything planned. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold. Hold. No. Oh, these are good. Let's do these. Hold on. Hold on. All right, this is me at Elephant Rock Beach. So the beach that I go to all the time, this is me many years ago, 1994, 1995, at Elephant Rock Beach. So same beach that I'm always at right now. This is that beach. This is me and TT in Stowe, Vermont. This is me with baby Julia down at Sea Mist, where we have our timeshare, where we were for Julia's wedding. This is literally inside one of the units at the place where we stayed for Julia's wedding, and we've been going to all these years. And there's a picture of her as a baby, first time, and she had been there every year since. Look at Ron and Julia. So I think Julia was only like 2 weeks old in this picture. And they were like sleeping and looking the exact same way. It's my grandma at Mashpee, actually. My grandmother. This is my mom's brother. His name is Beans. Yes, I did wear this outfit to Julia's baptism. I did wear a hat and a suit and pearls. And this is what I looked at 25, 26 years old. My favorite leopard shirt of all time. And I had bangs, and you can't see it, but in my hand was a Zima. This is one of my favorite houses in Fall River. And believe it or not, a girl that I know, it belongs to her parents. But I didn't know that back then. That's me and my cousin on our wedding day. This is my first real boyfriend, Paul Soares, in his Toyota Celica coming to pick me up. Look at Julia. This is at Swedes Cafe, the restaurant that is now currently Tequila Lime. When we owned it, we had an open mic night there. This is us on a hayride. Baby daddy. Vermont. This is me and my sister. I love my hair here. Look at me and TT. This is Peak Express. Like this is Peak. I have a scarf on. Like this is, what are we doing here? Jesus. This is at the St. James Irish Pub for one of our like outdoor events. Julia at her dad's bar. There it is. There it the fuck is. It's the fucking Zima. I knew it. This is me when I worked at Victoria's Secret in Marlborough. I was leaving, and so we all went to the photo place in there and took pictures together. Looking back, this guy Dave worked for us, and he always wore a bow tie. That's suspicious, and I don't know why anybody didn't say anything about that. But this is me at some Victoria's Secret brand conference type thing. Look at Sweetles. Look at fucking Peak Sweetles. Look at this kid. What a fucking legend. I can't. I just squeeze his cheeks. Julia. Oh, so first boyfriend, the one that was in the Marines. This is us when we got together and we went out. I don't even know when, but we're still friends. Shout out Tommy. What am I doing here? What am I? Do we have to maybe? Yep. Everybody who's in Fall River, you recognize these tiles. That's the Belmont bathroom. You know that. What is this? This is all selfies. Jesus. Look at me and Georgie. All right, that's enough of that. Okay. All right. Sweetles. I think we're done with photos. I think we're pretty much done with everything. Zima doesn't taste as good now as it used to. I don't know, but I never had a Zima without Chambord in it. I can tell you that. All right, so we have like a little bit of agenda today. It's not even a little bit. It's more than the usual. We have to get the car towed. It's 9 o'clock, so I have to get moving on that. I have to, I don't know when the guy's coming to take a look at the fence, but Jeff is working from home, so he can be here for that. We have to bring Jack to work at 12. We have to go to Home Depot and get all of the things. And Aiden has court today, which for what? Does he? Paul Soares was not a drummer. Paul Soares is he works for the police department in Fall River. It's closed court. That's right. Mm-hmm. So it's just a magistrate hearing. Correct? Am I correct? It's the magistrate hearing for the wiretapping. The 5150 thing. So the Meredith thing is over, that part of it, but there were still open cases in regards to, why aren't you addressing, hold on one second. All right. Why aren't you addressing TB's message last night? Message to me? I did not get a message from Aiden. What message am I to be addressing? Just out of what is the message? So I might be wrong and I'm not sure, but if I'm correct, Aiden had filed a complaint about wiretapping and it moved from a complaint to a magistrate hearing. Magistrate hearings are closed, and it's not open to the public, but there may be a decision made. Anytime I've been in a magistrate hearing, I was just thinking about this. It can go either way. So yes, so they can move to an arraignment right from the magistrate hearing. So if the magistrate makes a decision right then and there, they will move them to an arraignment. You leave that room and you go into the courtroom. That's what happened with me. I think if I'm correct. To not talk about anything anymore and only concentrate on his case. Well, my content isn't exclusively Aiden Carney. I have my own platform. When his case is relevant and there's issues to be discussed, then I discuss that. I can't build, and I have not built my channel on the back of Aiden Carney. And I do not dominate my content with things related to Aiden Carney. Because number one, that is a poor business model. Number two, he already does that. Number three, I don't think followers need to hear the same thing over and over and over again. And number four, I go to court cases and cover in court stuff and make sure there's accurate reporting from what's going on outside and inside the courtroom. So I'm not really sure, like, if I take it literally, like, if you're not talking about his case, you're dead to him. Like, my channel can't just be that. It has never been that. And so, I'm going to continue to talk about what is relevant to me and my followers, but also still continue to support him. And if that statement, I didn't hear it, so I don't know. But if the statement is like, unless you devote your channel to me, you're dead to me, well, then get the shovel, because I'm not going to make my channel about Aiden Carney. That's not what it was built on. And I can't imagine he would want that for me. Right. I think his channel should be about him. I actually don't care what he does. I'll listen to him. I didn't listen last night because I was really just not mentally up for like what could have been a real problem. And so I didn't want to do that. So I didn't watch. I heard, a snip that someone sent me. I was fully anticipating him like saying shit about me, and I was pretty down about it, but I'm not really sure like the context of what's being said. So I guess I will do myself the service and listen to it. But I can't imagine that that's exactly what he said. Right. So yeah. He's looking for help. I mean, whatever Aiden needs me to do to help him, I'm happy to do it. I've done those things. I do whatever he needs. I've done things I didn't even want to do sometimes. But I mean, I think my support from Aiden should never become in question. So I don't know what he needs help with, though. What does he need help for? What does he need help with? He says, stop talking about the drama, focus on shit that matters, like his fight against the comment. Don't involve him in the BS. And if you try to, lose his number. Okay. So yeah, I maintain, and you know what? Feel even better about that. If that's the case, I have not texted him about this at all. I've not asked him for anything. I have not asked for help. I was grateful for his taking time to message me. He gave me advice. I didn't listen to it. And that's it. He didn't message me and say, you're a dumb bitch for not listening to me, or what the fuck is wrong with you? He didn't demand me to do it. And I didn't call him and say, stop talking about me. Don't bring me up. How dare you say Team Baker? Like, I never said anything about that. I'm not fucking bothering that guy. I've already said it. I'm addressed on it. Like, I'm not bothering him. He's doing his thing. I think, I'm going to be honest with you. If he hears me say something right now, I think he knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say we're not texting each other or talking to each other about this at all. We're just not. There's no reason for it. We don't have anything. Yeah, I don't know. People are hanging on to every word and use it to troll. That's fine. I'm not taking the bait. I'm also not like dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dumb. And I certainly don't think that, I mean, I'm listening and watching comments, but I can't imagine he was like, just fucking talk about me. We can't do that. He needs people to start watching his past streams and note timestamps and what his intent was, etc. Well, there's a lot of people out there that'll probably take him up on that. So people should do that and help him out if he needs that kind of help. So Meredith used to be that primary research person for him. One of the things that I think he talked about on his Valid Truth journey was how, what made Meredith like kind of stick around, I think, longer than what he would have liked, or what made him kind of overlook some behaviors that he probably would have like really made a move on, is that she was so beneficial to his cases. As you can see, she's great with clipping. She's great with organizing. I always said that about her. Like, that's a real asset to have. And he doesn't have that anymore. So, if there's a compliment in there for Meredith, it's that it's probably going to take a whole internet to be able to do what she did for him. But he has followers, and he has people that, I have a great group of people that have stepped up and said, like, let me get this for you and organize it for you, because they recognize like I needed some help with this. Aiden has a far bigger reach and more fans. And I know he has people that can help him. So if you are one of those people and you've got the time on your hand, you should help him. Go back and watch, help him out. And he needs it. You know what I mean? So I would say that he is focused on that, and he still has a case to fight. And was reading the comments as they were written, and I think somebody is trying to get me to say that Aiden wanted me to like, just, yeah, no, we can't do that. I have a channel here to run, What is this? Dude's going to spend 10 plus years in prison. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of, I think, I would say one of the things, if it were me and I were working on this, what I would do is I would start looking for other reporters that have done the same thing. So I would be like on YouTube and type in, journalist approaches, criminal at their home, and start looking for like-minded actions by other reporters, so that there can be like a whole different catalog of examples of people doing the same thing that didn't, yield a crime or charges or anything like that. And if that were me, so maybe somebody wants to do that and just start looking for like these crazy. So I called Aiden and I told him about that case that I never really got to talk about because then we had to fend off these pussies. But there's that guy with that Lego story and this YouTuber who went to the home and approached this person, and they arrested him and they charged him with a lot of the same crimes that Aiden has been charged with. I mean, he should have somebody monitoring that case for him and see what the result is. Do those charges move forward? Do they throw those out? What happens when he goes to court? That's a really great case to mimic because the guy is a YouTuber. The guy interjected himself into a case. The guy got involved. He approached the people at their home. He approached their businesses. And so there's a lot of content out there and court documents. I think that would be very valuable to at least monitor. So somebody could take a look at that. Is that your booty? Yes, it is, Christelle. I feel like if people are going to clip my stuff and play it, then at a minimum, they should be forced to look at my ass. I also like when I talk and it just vibrates like that. He didn't talk shit. I didn't think he would. Listen, if there was any, can I just be honest with you? I would like to think that if there were any real problem between Aiden and I, it would be a phone call. You know what I mean? I think there'd be a phone call. That's my take. I mean, you want my take on it. I think he's pretty fucking tired of the Baker and Will, but that's just me. That's just my take on it. Because I haven't said anything. I haven't done anything. I haven't called them. I think these guys are really desperate for validation. Really. Let's see. Suggestion, don't stream on X. People who watch the entire show and don't want to give you the views on YouTube. Oh, that's a great suggestion. Thank you, bestie. I always stream on Facebook and YouTube, but you know what? They're right. I should just go stream straight to YouTube and make everybody come to me. Right? Come to YouTube and get me the views. I didn't even think about that. And listen, when this is another thing that I need to say. Hold on, I just saw it. Very desperate for validation from their daddy. He's my daddy too, but I don't need validation from him. I'm confident in what I do and who I am. Baker is in Will's ear. Will is Will has just made a mistake, right? He's made a mistake. And that's okay. It's okay. I just needed to do something. Hold on one second. That's a really great point from the person that just texted me and said, do not stream on all of these other platforms because they get to watch it there and you don't get the views and stuff like that. So that's really interesting. Cindy and George Anthony were hounded relentlessly during Casey's case, and they were obviously witnesses. Great point. Somebody should take a look at that. Nope. TB said you were wrong. Remember, yes. Yeah, JK. Yes, he said that I was wrong and I should have apologized. He sent me that message and I said, thank you for your advice. And then he said, if you need me, call me. I'm available for a call. And I said, thank you. I will. And I never did. And I appreciate his perspective. And I thank him for saying what he said. And I thank him for reaching out to me. And I love him. And I appreciate that. But I am going to do what I want. That's it. And for me, his message was really from a business perspective about my channel and losing views and destroying my channel and the possible ramifications for that. And I recognized that I thought that it would not be authentic to who I am. And my channel is based on being as authentic as I can. And so my business model is oversharing, self-deprecation, talking about my mistakes, and going by how I feel. And I think that maybe he doesn't know that because I don't expect him to watch it. You know, he gets clips, and when I talk about things that are relevant to his channel and cases, he will share. But I don't think Aiden is like listening to me talk about my life and who I am and why I am the way I am. And so that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's it. I also understand that there are people who listen to me who are not supporters of Aiden and who aren't interested in Aiden, and they follow me for other things. Then stop putting words in his mouth. I never heard him say, I never said that he said that. I said that. I said, if he's getting frustrated and he's getting mad with all this shit going on, it can't be because of me messaging him because I haven't talked to him. So if he's getting pissed off that it's like crossing his path and stuff like that, it has nothing to do with me. I haven't messaged him. I've isolated him from him. I don't talk about it with him. I don't call him. I don't text him. I don't ask him to get involved. Maybe they are. Maybe it's bothering him. I don't know. Also, whoever it is that's saying this, where are you with the thumbprint? Where are you? This one right here. You're only here because I let you be. You better stop it or I'm going to make you get a new fake profile. I don't like your tone. Will is questioning if he's going to keep covering Aiden. No, I'm sure that's not true. I can't. That would be crazy. I mean, I'm not saying if I were Aiden, I would think about it, but I'll tell you something. If Aiden goes all in on this Baker thing, which he did at the beginning and did all of this, he has a poll up? What? That's terrible. See, that's the kind of thing. Like Aiden could have said whatever he wanted about me. I said it yesterday. I was still going to show up and cover his court cases. What? No way. Hold on. No way. Well, how do you see if there's a poll? Is it on his page? He has a poll on the live this morning. Well, I don't think you can see it because the live is over, right? What was the poll? I'm going to need somebody to be a little bit more specific. Does the poll ever make it on the screen? The poll was shouldn't. Okay, I need somebody to just tell me specifically. Give me a timestamp. I'll find it. What? Okay. 4 hours ago, do you like the coverage of Aiden Carney's case on this channel? What? The Glarers poll was asking if we wanted him to still talk about Aiden. He wants to know if he should continue covering Aiden or do something new. Sure. Somebody's just asking me if I could get it. I didn't realize. I forget where I am. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, let me get it. Okay, so the channel, do we go here? Posts. Do you like the coverage of Aiden Carney's case on this channel? Oh, shit. Nah, I'm over it. Move on to other things. This is your channel. You can do what you want. I like that you don't hesitate to pull your audience when you have a question. Easily my favorite YouTube channel. I like hearing about a plethora of cases and things going on. TB was right. Love it, OG. Your coverage is too basic. Moving on is crazy. We're still in the fight. Love it. We have a turtle to free. Yes, but also I love petty streams. Popularity doesn't always live on others' highlights. A man's morals is something he has to live with. We build everything responsible to self first and others we trust and respect. Sparkly Rabbit in the chat. This is True Crime Grifters. Your show is not even close to what they do. I agree with that. Somebody said, what the fuck else would you talk about? Stop playing. Why is everyone jumping ship on Turtle Boy? I know the drama, but it feels like everyone is turning away from him in his time of need. People at the bottom said, if you have to ask people's opinion, then we have to question your loyalty. Do you even want, I mean, I'm going to vote yes. 86% of the people say that he should. 14% are saying move on to other things. This is bizarre. So let it be known, and I'm sure one of my besties is already probably finding it somewhere yesterday on my stream. So let me give you a little bit more information. Somebody got a message from Purple Kool-Aid Drinker. Shout out Paul. And they were basically, Paul was asking people to kind of calm down and back off, and that there was going to be a concerted effort from YouTubers to no longer talk about the Baker thing and focus on Aiden. And I saw that as a sign that Aiden was going to discuss this, and there was going to be like a don't fucking talk about it situation, which I'm assuming he had a little bit of it or whatever. And I basically was like, well, I want to get in my part about this swatting thing because I think it's really crazy what people are accusing me of, a crime, talking about jail and all the shit like that. And I said at some point yesterday, I was like, listen, it doesn't really matter whether Aiden likes me or whatever, is mad at me, doesn't like what I'm doing on my channel. It doesn't matter. I have been covering Aiden longer than anybody else. I have been at every court hearing. I have written articles about him. I interviewed Ken Mello, which I think is a very valuable part of his defense. I have testified for him. I answered the phone every time he called me from jail. I assisted him during some real stressful times in regards to audios. I lied and said about flip audio for him. And then I got fucking caught in that lie and took a fucking hit on my reputation for it. The only time I've ever lied to my audience that you know of. And I'm kidding. Yeah. So I mean, I couldn't really quit covering him if I tried. I'm very much emotionally invested in his case. I would never ask my audience whether or not I should cover it or not. I think it's understood that I always will. So that's that. Maybe that's all taken out of context. I didn't listen to Will, but maybe he's basically saying like, I'm going to do it. And you guys, you know, I don't know. I have no idea. You guys are telling me and I'm reacting in real time. I'm sure there's some more context to it, correct? You cannot watch a hearing today. It's a magistrate hearing. It's closed. Give me 1 second. Someone said he addressed the poll around the 58-minute mark today. It was because Aiden said you should all be using your platforms to discuss his case, and Will wanted to know what his viewers want. That was Aiden saying if YouTube content creators continue to discuss the drama, they can lose his number. They're dead to him. He'll consider it personal, and we'll be addressing that. It's basically his channel, and he'll continue to discuss both Aiden's case and anything else he thinks is worth discussing. Okay, well, let me just play the clip.
Focus and do this. So I will take any continuing discussion about this as a personal insult to me. That's the way I will take it. And I'm just telling you that moving forward. And that includes everybody, everyone. So it's not like, oh, you're saying this. I'm saying to everybody, everyone. Okay. So let's see who can do that moving forward. Let's see who can do that moving forward, starting tomorrow. If you continue to talk about this shit, I'm just letting you know, I'm taking that as a personal insult to me. That's what I'm, because like I have serious shit out here, and you have a platform, and you have a chance to fucking talk about this, and you have a chance to discuss this. And if you're not discussing this, then what the fuck is the point of your platform? What are you doing this for? That's it. That's it. Jimmy did a fundraiser for me.
Wait, what? What's the point of my platform? I didn't start my platform, Aiden, for you. And what do you mean? What is the point of my platform? My platform is to make myself happy and talk about things that matter to me. And that can't be right, actually. I have to rewind that. That can't be right.
Stay focused and do this. So I will take any continuing discussion about this as a personal insult to me. That's the way I will take it. And I'm just telling you that moving forward. And that includes everybody, everyone. So it's not like, oh, you're saying this. I'm saying to everybody, everyone. Okay. So let's see who can do that moving forward. Let's see who can do that moving forward, starting tomorrow. If you continue to talk about this shit, I'm just letting you know, I'm taking that as a personal insult to me. That's what I'm, because like I have serious shit out here, and you have a platform, and you have a chance to fucking talk about this, and you have a chance to discuss this. And if you're not discussing this, then what the fuck is the point of your platform? What are you doing this for? That's it. That's it. Jimmy did a fundraiser for me this week. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. That was really cool. That was really nice. Something like that. Because I need help. I need help. You guys understand what it's like being under attack like this? You know, I paid 6 figures for a new lawyer, right? Just for this whole thing, for a retainer. Guess what? It's used up. I owe 5 figures more now. Every fucking, you know what that's like? You ever accumulate bills like that? You ever accumulate $250,000 bills in over a 30-day period? Because I have, just out of nowhere. And that's what I'm dealing with on a daily fucking basis. So I don't ever want to hear a fucking word from another YouTube content creator about this ongoing drama. That's it. If you continue to talk about it, you're fucking dead to me. Just understand. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't care. Don't tag me in it. Don't fucking tell me about it. If you email me like this bitch is doing right here, like telling me about like, oh, you know, I go, what are you talking about?
All right. So I'm hearing a lot of people saying I have to watch the entire thing. I will. I don't think that he's talking only to me. He seems very stressed. I feel you, dude. I feel you. Yeah, I think that the baker is completely responsible for everything that's happened here. And it's terrible because as we know, we can have content creators all on the same side of things, say things about people. And like, it just doesn't turn into a big deal. You know what I mean? Like when Will posted about me on his Facebook page and the comment section was just, an absolute dumpster fire against me. We didn't acknowledge it. And we didn't say anything. And then the world just kept turning and nobody did anything. Nobody was a bitch about it. I didn't go on my post and say, I'm demanding an apology from Will for saying disparaging things about me. I just saw it, read it, and moved on from it because I'm an adult. And I'm not a pussy. Baker, on the other hand, heard me say something about him. And instead of reading it, looking at it, moving on from it, or even just taking it and flipping it and turning it into content, he turned it into an absolute dumpster fire. And then made himself out to be a victim, added his personal life that nobody knew about after the fact. And then made everybody feel bad for him. Because when you start using words like abuse and all of those things, people start really thinking like there's some shit, right, that's going on. And so everybody needed to, add that to people who already fucking hate me because I'm a cocky bitch. And it's turned into exactly what you see here. And then also nobody really even thought this out, because if they had, they would know that I would never apologize for something like this. And I was going to fucking dig my heels in. And then it just turned into an even bigger thing. And then we have swatting events and all shit. Like, he says, fuck off, dude. It's really this guy's fault because he's such a fucking pussy. And if you go out on the internet and you start fucking texting people and telling them you love them, and then you ghost them on the internet with a platform, and she's on the platform, you better be prepared that she's going to fucking run around and be a psycho. Like, that's not my fucking problem. Stop fucking sexting women on the internet if you're a fucking YouTuber. And then you, like, the fact that it was like made, like, you want everybody, this whole thing is so fucked up. You want everybody to think, and you've got Aiden convinced that what Jessica Walsh did to you is the same as what Meredith did to him. That's like a slap in the face. What the fuck? Baker fucked this up for everybody, and he doesn't even go here. So I get Aiden's like all stressed out about this or whatever. I think I've earned my place to use my platform for whatever I want. It will always be used to support Aiden. I will always be at court cases whenever they are, as long as I'm like physically able to be there. And that's my track record. I will continue to support him. I mean, the fuck, I literally just testified for him. I hear what you're saying, Nady, but I think I get a free pass and I do whatever I want when I want. Okay, thanks. Love you. I'm just still gonna do what I want. Love you so much. I don't consider it a personal attack. I hear that, and it's like making me pause, and I think he's really stressed out, but I think it's other people are dragging him in it. I don't call him. I don't tell him about it. Oh shit. Stand by. I got something for you. It's all the text messages and stuff. Oh, so I don't know who that Jen D is. I was going to dig around a little bit on this because I'm not sure. You know what I mean? So I don't know exactly who she is. He's stressed out from my fans texting him. Okay, this is a really great point. Let me stop sharing this for a second. This is a great point. Aiden's all stressed out from your fans texting him, telling him to intervene on your behalf for something that you started by telling lies about. So, okay, number one, you're done here. That's it. I didn't tell lies about anybody. That's the first. You're lying. You liar. Second of all, I will actually make a statement. I can not tell people what to do, but out of what I think seems to be stress, if my fans, you don't need to get Aiden involved. I wasn't looking for Aiden to get involved. I didn't ask for his help. I didn't need him. I didn't call him. And I don't need you guys to do that either. If that is really the tipping point for him, it's because people don't do that. He's got court today. Like, you guys need to follow my lead. I didn't bring him into this at all. So I think everybody can, really just, we keep this in-house, as if Jess would ever ask a stranger to DM I never have, ever. I never would. And this is the first I've heard about it happening with him showing it. I think he showed it yesterday or he posted it or whatever. You know, as I've already explained, I get a lot of messages. You handle each one as they come. You know, if I can influence anybody, I would suspect not to. Hold on one second. Let me read this. You desperately want everyone to blame Baker, and it's not working out for you. Everything is working out just fine for me. I don't need anybody to blame Baker. I blame him. That's it. I have been able to really watch, really listen, pay attention to this person, watch his personality. I've watched more of his show than any other content creator show ever. So I can watch him, listen to him, see how he operates, see his personality. And I'm not even talking about right now. I'm talking about older videos, older statements. And Heather, I understand exactly what we're dealing with here. Add that to what I know about his relationship with Jessica Walsh. And then on top of how he's handled this with me, I know everything I need to know about this person. And I am 100% convinced that he is the reason for all of this. And that's it. At a point, I don't even blame his friends or his followers. I don't blame the expert, although he definitely is going to need to take back his statements that he thinks it's me that swatted. I don't blame that Valhalla guy. I don't believe his fans. This man, this one individual has such a fragile ego and has turned this into a massive, massive problem based on his words, his actions, the things he said, the dragging in. The first time we're hearing about his wife holding a knife or something to a child's throat or whatever, like the first time we're hearing about that is in the same sentence as where he's talking about me. That is a problem. This guy is the cause of all of this, and he should be embarrassed. He should be fucking, he should own, he'll never own it. There is a massive problem here with this man's ego. He is a misogynist, 100%. And what he has done to this whole community is disgusting. And I will suspect that even now there are people who have regrets. It's okay if you say it in your head. I don't need you to say it publicly. This man is really responsible for everything that has happened. And case in point, the Glairer has made comments about me that were equally, not even equally, worse. They were actually shots fired towards me, about me. Not even in a joking manner, like I was joking about this guy. Fucking shots fired. And I read them and moved the fuck on. I didn't do a stream about it. I didn't generate any bullshit lies. I didn't fucking go and try to get my content creators to like come and team up with me. I didn't call Jimmy or Kim or Aiden. I literally was just like, that's interesting. Noted. And I moved the fuck on while this guy literally took shots at me. And I did nothing. And you know why? Because I'm not a fucking bitch. This guy is a fucking pussy. I've said it 1,000 fucking times. Everybody knows it. He's not a man. He's a pussy. And what he has done based on his own fucking actions and the fucking reverberation through this quote unquote, as Will says it, community is disgusting. And now it's gotten to the point where Aiden's getting involved. Stupid. As far as Will goes, listen, this is behavior that Will has exhibited for a long time, and we overlook it because we don't care. And as I stated in my call to him, it is in support of Aiden and out of respect for Aiden that we don't address these things with Will. Baker should have taken one from my playbook. People can fucking say mean shit to me, and I don't need to burn it the fuck down every single like every time. But I am going to defend myself when you rally the fucking troops across a broad scope of content creators and use every fucking chance you get to fucking make me look like a fucking bitch or a problem. And watching you crawl into the fucking chats of where you never were before, drop the names like Emily C so that people will take her good and her kindness and her brand and associate with you. I can drop Emily C shit too, Baker, right? I can say she's talented. I can say like she's funny. I like everything Roy G. Bived. I can do that too. I would never drag people's names into this ever because it's never going to work out in the end, right? It's not going to work out for you. And the fact that you're doing it, it's crazy. Farewell, my sweet prince. I love Aiden. I thought, listen, it's not what he said, it's what he didn't say. Does that make sense? I love Aiden. I care about him very much as a person. I am fighting for him. I will always support him. I will be at his court cases. You motherfuckers, I testified to him. I went on record saying that I called fucking Meredith's fucking job. I'm not happy that I had to do that. Okay. So blah, 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 blah. Oh, this one, today's the day. Today is the day. No, not you. Sorry. Jess, here you go. But are you talking about Will or Baker? I'm hoping a feud doesn't expand between you and Will. My blame solely lies on Mad. Okay, Mads or whatever his name is. It's him. He did this. I have been able to exist in a space knowing Will doesn't like me, knowing that he has made comments for me months and months and months and never reacted. Do I think that Will is just like an opportunist? Sure. Best of luck. There's a couple people on there. Shout out Lauren. You know what I mean? This is not true. I didn't say that I didn't like Emily. I made a joke on the Horizon social chart about how she had to be lower because she was too nice. And it makes me feel bad about who I am, which is not nice. And Emily and I have had very kind conversations back and forth with each other privately. And that's that. So I'm not dragging Emily into it. I think it's terrible that he is. Seeing him in the chat for Nurse Kim, crazy. You motherfucker, you've never been in there. That's what you're doing. It's this subtle gaslighting, fucking manipulative shit. I'm watching it. It's so disgusting and gross. And I really will just, I'll lean on what I say and what I do. We're talking about this because it has to be. It'll eventually just wane and we'll have moved on. But currently right now, it's still kind of happening. I'm still fighting the good fight to clear my name from being responsible for a massive swatting event that took place. So we're just going to hang out here. We're going to continue to get the facts. We're going to find out who did do this massive swatting event where children were almost killed. You fucking liars. And then we're just stay here. And then on top of that, we are just going to continue to be like the talent that I am, which draws everybody. There's a weird behavior thing, like Cyberchick, for example, going into the chats, right? So like Cyberchick down bad. Cyberchick been down bad such a long time because Cyberchick did something she should have never done. And don't let anybody forget. Hashtag we never forget, right? Cyberchick was a mod who came to me and asked to be a mod because she wanted profile. She wanted her channel to get profiled. There's no doubt, there's no question about that. I have the receipts, I have the text messages, I read them out loud. Cyberchick came to me. I have never heard of this woman. I did not know who she was. And she approached me with a proposition. The proposition was, let me mod on your channel in exchange for my Marriott points in Newport so you can go and spend the weekend in Newport for your husband's birthday. I talked about going away, and my husband and I, by the way, this is back in December before I got my December payout. So I was still poor. And I was like, I'm trying to go away and it's too expensive. And she texted me and she's like, let me be a mod. And in exchange for being a mod for your channel, you can have my Marriott points. And I was like, okay, no, thank you. I didn't know how things worked back then, but that felt weird. But I was like, no. And then she still kept messaging me and asking to be a mod. And I finally got to the point where I needed a mod. And I said, okay, I looked at her channel. She had no followers. I think she had like 13 followers or something like that. She was always great in the chat. I observed her comments. There was certainly nothing that was like a red flag. And I messaged her and I said, I've thought a lot about it. And I think I'm going to, take you up on your offer to be a mod, but I don't want anything in exchange. Just build your channel and, follow my rules, which is we don't mute anybody unless they say something really egregious or about my kids. We don't block anybody. We let the conversation take place organically. And it's really just in case something is really bad. Or if I say something, you're there and you can do it because I can't. And she was like, great, thank you. So I added her. She was the first mod I ever had. And for the most part, she was fine. Now, I didn't know until afterwards, but she had muted and deleted some people. I didn't know until after the fact, but it's okay. She made a decision in the moment, and that is what it is. At some point closer to when she no longer became a mod, her channel started getting traction, which was the goal. I certainly never cared about that. I was happy for her. I celebrated it. I shared it. I would jump in her chats. It's really what I wanted for her, which was to, build a following. She hit 1,000 subscribers. And she got monetized. Essentially, I looked at it as my work was done here. She got what she wanted out of this, which was she got her followers and she got monetized. I don't believe that she could ever get those things without being a mod for me. And I was very proud of that. And that's my contribution to society. So I would say, I don't know exactly what happened. I popped into one of her live streams and there was some anti-Trump rhetoric going on. And I was like, is she like a lib? Like, I just didn't know. I wasn't watching, so I didn't know. And I didn't really know, but she really hates Trump. And I didn't know that. And basically I just moved forward and I was just like, well, as long as she doesn't fucking, come into my chat and start fucking saying she hates Trump, I'm cool. She's doing her job. It's no issue to me because that's how adults act, right? I'm an adult. And then the day that changed it all was I was in the drive-thru at Dunkin' Donuts. I was talking about liberals and how they ruined the state of Massachusetts. And to me, in a comment to me, she said something along the lines of now, let's, there are other people in here. Let's be nice to everybody. And it's still up. You can go watch it. I wasn't sure she was talking to me. I saw it and I was like, Cyber Snake from Portland owns a daycare in Minnesota. Pat Ford's in the chat. And so you guys will remember this. I read it and I was like, wait, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? And she was like, yes, this is a safe place for everybody to come. And that fucking triggered me. Number one, that this mod was telling me what to do. Right? That's the first thing. Never fucking do that. Certainly not during a live stream, right? Number two, you're bringing politics in it and trying to put something along the lines of safe space. This has never been a safe space, ever. Ever. And then she was protecting liberals in my chat. And I was like, great. So we could not get past that. And I disconnected the live stream. Disconnected it. I got right off of it and I called her. I pulled into my driveway. I called her immediately and she was crying. She said she was sorry. She said that she shouldn't have done that. She should have kept politics out of it. And I was, as I think a boss should have been, I was like, listen, this is an absolute, no, not happening. This is my channel. This is my chat. You had no right to do that. And she apologized and she said she shouldn't have done it. And I said, okay, great. And she goes, I'll leave. And I said, don't do that. I want you to stay. I'm not removing you as a mod. I'm keeping you as a mod. We can get past this. It's not a big deal. But a fragile ego and her inability to face the chat, she ran away and she hid. Okay. And after a couple days, I never saw her. I texted her. She never responded to me. And while she was on one of her shows, I jumped into the chat and was like, hey, I messaged you. And okay. And then I started talking about it because now you're content to me at this point, right? I did you a wonderful service. You did nothing for me. You actually blocked people from the chat. And you did basic moderation before I was even catching strays. And you built a whole channel on the back of me. And then you want to run and hide after you did something wrong? The fuck. So then it's it. That's it. Then it's a content. Then I read all our text messages. And then out of the woodwork, I hear from Nurse Kim. And she says, I just want to let you know, but Cyber Chick approached me and asked to be a mod for my channel. And I went, what? I'm not the first. And shout out Nurse Kim, who was just like, yeah, I saw right through that. Of course, Jessica did not. And I was just like, oh, sure. But Kimberly saw right through that. Now, when she told me this, I was very reminiscent of a time where Cyber Chick told me that she went to Nurse Kim's meet and greet and it was terrible, according to her. And she wanted to tell me all about it. And I said, no, thank you. Because even then, when Kim and I weren't good, I still didn't really care. You know what I mean? But she wanted to really dig on Kim, and Kim and I weren't good at that time, and she really was trying to like egg me on in that or whatever. So when Kim came out and told me that, I was like, this bitch, she went to Kim first. It was crazy. And so once I told that story and shared all that and shared all of Cyber Chick's messages, she really was then now in a state of oblivion. Like she was put in a shuttle and sent off into deep space with no like gravity connection to Earth. And she's out there just doing her own thing, existing where nobody's paying attention to her until this. And now Cyber Chick pulling from the LTL playbook. When people come at Jess Machado, it's safe to come out of the shadows and jump in and give your 2 cents because, man, you've wanted to say it for a long time, but you can't say it on your own because you're a pussy. So you wait until there are people with bigger platforms shitting on me, and then you come in and you drop your 2 cents. I see you in the chat, Cyber Chick. I see you in your blue glasses. I see what you're doing. It won't work because you're a talentless bitch. That's exactly who I'm talking about when I'm talking about talentless. Cyber Chick, talentless. And so like getting into the chats and like, hey, Baker, I see you, my blue glasses queen. I see you. You should spend a quarter of the time trying to like make yourself adjacent to this on your personality and your content. And then maybe you'll have a shot. Okay. Honestly, you guys are best buddies now. This is perfect. I love it. She's Baker's best buddy. She is trying in every chat. She is. Pick me's, fucking weirdos. When I talk about talentless people and I'm talent and they're not, that's one of the poster childs for that. Somebody make me a poster child thing. Move on, Jess, be the bigger person. Listen, Flamingo Chickie, we're still in the weeds. We're not out yet. You'll know when we're out. You'll know. Things will feel and sound a little bit different. Be a dear, Baker, and fix up some sandwich. Yeah, get in the kitchen. Go make me a fucking sandwich, Baker. Go make me a sandwich. Chop, chop. Go bake me a sourdough bread. Go do what you're good at because you're clearly not navigating through parasocial relationships. Okay, what time is it? 10. It's 10 o'clock. I have some things I need to do. I need to get my car towed. I need to do all of the fucking things. And I can't take you with me today because I don't have my own vehicle. Let it be known I would take you on a field trip, but I just can't. Where's our pot pie? Go pick me, chick pot pie! Oh my God, let's read. This is what I wanted to do before. This is perfect. Let's read Baker's text to me in Cartman voice. Right? That's the way this needs to be done. Flamingo Chickie, you can't say that about Pack Ford. Now I have to block you. You can't. Pat Ford's text messages to me like help me get over a hill. It made me feel so much better. Looking forward to hearing what happens in court today. Yes. All right, let me read. I would like to read these in the tone. Okay. Monday, May 4th. This is me. To Baker. I will go straight to the source. I was told you didn't like me or my content, that you would not talk or collaborate with me because my show was too gossipy. I was told this months ago. I did not ever mention it. I never shared it with anyone. I kept it to myself. I had no reason to think this person was not being honest. I would not even message you, but I felt that your last stream was, in part, directed toward me. If this is not accurate, please let me know.
I have never said anything publicly disparaging against you all your channel content. No matter if it's my style or not, I have always recommended your channel to my audience. I understand I'm too sexual, something you apparently mentioned live on air to your audience. That's fine. We don't need to love every channel. Lately, me masturbating has become a joke on your channel, something I find a bit weird as it's neither funny nor true. I understand where you get your information from. There is a reason I block her and I don't talk about her. She had a different idea, that's fine. I can tell you I haven't deleted all my conversations with that person. So I will not be making a quote-unquote truth journey about them, no matter how many clicks and views that drama would get me. I made my video because Danny felt the need to publicly say something. I would have been fine. Never talk about any of it. But yes, your joke about me masturbating did rub me the right way. No pun intended. I wish you the best of luck, and I would be happy if you stuck to less sexual jokes about me, but I'm not your booker or your writer.
Just wanted to clarify, I did not state that your comments about my content were public comments. And then a month later, he was demanding an apology from me on the interwebs. And I responded, I will never, ever apologize to you. You should stop holding out for an apology and move on with your life because it is never coming. Be well.
So sorry to hear that, but not surprised that you are of such low moral fortitude that you can't accept that you lied constantly about me. I know your entire channel needs this drama. That's why you DM me so you can go play victim and get your bunnies to do your battle. People who had more vowels never said what you said, but seeing how you stab everyone in the back, you are just proving my point.
Again, come up with a plan to quell your rage, how to move on in this life without a further apology from me, because that is where you're at. You want something and you are not going to get it. The faster you figure out how to do that, the better off you'll be. Happens to me all the time. Good luck.
Sir, I will not give you the rage you need to make show and play the victim. You are a morally bankrupt person, and thankfully you proved me right, and now the world knows. I wish you would just grow up, but that's sadly never gonna happen.
Sure, Mads.
You know my real name? I mentioned that online? Congratulations!
Listen, at this point, it's odd that you wish for me to grow up or wish anything for me for that matter. You have no jurisdiction over my life. Again, you really should figure out how you're going to move on with not getting what you want from me. I'd start working on it now because it looks like it's going to take some time. And with that, the 2026 season has come to an end. All right, besties, we have to go. I could have actually gone hotter on that, but I'm out of my society coffee and I need something to lubricate the back of my throat. All right. Thanks for joining me. This has been great. I think we're moving closer. I think we are moving a little bit closer to being done with this. Not quite. We have our own fight, and our own fight is to defend ourselves from exactly what I'm being accused of, which is that I am responsible for a swatting event that took place. I have been challenged by a man who wears sunglasses on his live streams. I must prove that it is not me. I can't just exist in this world. I have to, I'm sorry, Noodle Mama, that you're not done driving yet. Somebody clip it. I'm sorry, but we have to defend ourselves. I have no choice. They want to just continue to say that this is me and I need to prove that I did not commit a crime. And so we'll do that. We'll keep working on that. We cannot pick up TT for this, Police department is open. It's 9 a.m. We are ready to go. We're going to call them first. We got to call a tow. We got all of the things to do. So many things. Jessica, please make a Cameo account to have people pay for your Cartman voice reading whatever they send you. You will make bank. Is it really that? Sometimes it is really that good. Sometimes it's hard to believe that I have that in my bag. Hi, Donna. Thank you very much. Alleged swatting event, imaginary swat. Listen, what's his name? Who's the guy? GLN, it's Parry. Thank you. What is the, what's that guy's name? Valhalla. Very level-headed, seems like a nice guy, seems to be confident, has a little bit of big dick energy talking to him, right? I don't know what you're doing hanging around with that pussy, because that guy is a bitch. And you seem awesome. I'll flat out say it. You seem totally great, and seem reasonable and level-headed, and like a man. The other guy is weird. 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 A cop showing up is not the same thing as swatting. I know, Laura, but they moved the goalposts. Now they're saying that's not really the right term. Fucking weirdos. All right. Sending you prayers and love for your doctor's appointment. Noodles, mama. Good luck today. Funeral lady had a surgery last week. It was also her birthday yesterday, but she had a surgery. And so if you see her in the chats, or if you are on Bestieverse, she likes dancing videos. Her Instagram, she always shares the best videos of people dancing, like not viral dancing moments, but like really good dancing. She likes them. So I would say you can flood the timeline in Bestieverse with good videos of people dancing. She really likes that. Yeah, Valhalla seems to be a very level-headed, decent guy. Show one screenshot or video clip of anyone saying Jessica Machado swatted us. You can't, you liar. God damn it. Go listen. I'm not going to hear and I'm not going to hold your hand, but do me a favor. Go back onto the show yesterday. I pulled up the clip. Did I just say clit on the fucking internet? I pulled up the clip of them saying it. I did actually remember I called 611 accidentally when Meowser was having the strokes. Pulled up with clit on a Monday at 9:08 a.m. Love that for me. You need to back up Turtle Boy's rant. What do you mean? Listen, please leave Aiden alone. This fucking guy, dude, like he's in a courtroom right now, or at a courthouse, and he's in a magistrate hearing, and he's literally basically trying to say, listen, this girl who is an ex-girlfriend of mine wiretapped me. Please charge her so she can be held accountable for this, so she doesn't do it to me again or another boyfriend. And he's out there doing something. And the tough part about doing this and moving forward with this and trying to get these charges against her is if he doesn't get them, it's an L. And he doesn't like L's. Do you know what I mean? If you remember, he was talking about like when they went for the restraining order hearing, she asked for one for him. He did it as well against her. And like the worst possible scenario for that would have been like he didn't get his and she got hers. And the optics of that and him having to take the L. So I think like him talking today, and he's going on the way there, he's really wanting everybody to manifest a win for him there. And I also think too that, and I'm not finessing Meredith in any way here, but I do think that if there is any type of like legal repercussions from this, that it will help move her closer to being completely disconnected from him. She doesn't have boundaries, I think, and like putting up a boundary for her with like some sort of like being told she can't do it is a good thing for him. You know what I mean? So I did make a statement earlier today. I don't and have never asked my followers to contact Aiden. I haven't contacted him at all, and I don't think you should either. I'm not telling you what to do. I would never tell you what to do. And I would like to think that anybody who has messaged him is really just doing it out of like care for me, and I love that for me. But you know what? Send your messages to Will. Just go message Will instead. Go message Baker. Go. Why are you messaging Aiden? I don't need Aiden's support. I'm okay. Go message Will. go message him and tell him he's a fucking pussy too. All right. Anyway. Okay. All right, everybody. 10:11. I have to go. And I have said before, Spicy Misty has out all of it. She pays attention to everything. And I have said before not to contact anybody. So thank you, Spicy Misty. Aiden said the same. He said message. Yeah, go message them. Go message Will. Will deserves it. Fucking loser. All right, besties. That's the other thing too. Like, I don't even get any credit for this, but like, oh, these people are fucking losers. And like, you don't want to say it because the people who hate Aiden will like clip it, right? And they'll be like, look, even they're eating their own, right? They're eating their own. I love when they say that. And like, Jess Machado hates Will and hates the baker and blah, blah. So you don't say that because you don't want them to get the win. You know what I mean? Like, you want to pretend everything is copacetic. It's kumbaya. Everybody loves each other. We're all a team, TEAM. When the fact of the matter is everybody is out here for themselves. Everybody is cutthroat. Everybody is about the money. The only person who I would say that isn't about the money is Kim because she has a full-time job. But like, Will's about the money. Aiden's about the money. Jimmy's about the money. I'm about the money. Baker's about the money. Everybody's about the money. And if you're not about the money, that means you're not making it yet, but then you're all about the views. And there is just no way that you are going to convince me that it's not about the money for you because it's your living. So stop being fucking weirdos. It's why I've always talked about the money thing because it's always this thing where nobody wants to talk about it. But behind the scenes, it is the biggest thing. It is the biggest thing. It's all everybody cares about. You know, so it's just so weird. It's just weirdos. Nobody works for free. Nobody works for free. All right. I mean, nothing for nothing, but I did this shit for a long time without making any money. Hence the fucking repo, you weirdos. If you don't care about the money and you're doing this for free, and you're not getting any, you get the car repoed. You get the repos. You can't pay the bills. You can't go anywhere. You can't buy things for yourself or your kids. You can't afford shit. Do you know what I mean? I would like to keep doing this and doing my little journalisms, and I need my YouTubes to help me do that. And I appreciate that everybody who has a brain understands that. I need the monies. And it allows me to do this. And I'm really happy doing it, aside from this stupid bullshit with the fucking guys not even from this country. The fuck out of here. Speaking of people not from this country, guess who I'm doing a show with? Guess. Menners. Suck on that, bitches. Bye.
It's all your favorite Jess Machado songs on one CD. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth, say goodbye to Jack. When I leave for Bunny After Dark, I'm not coming back. It's all the hits you've always loved in one place. Just so everyone knows, it's alright because I got Jeff his new guitar. And that's okay, cause my family is the best thing for me. Whether you're singing in the car by yourself or hanging out with your besties, there's a song for everybody. How much is that coffee at Society? Last week it was 50 cents less. How much is that coffee at Society? I don't care if this causes a mess. Recruiting seagulls, dishing about politics, or just straight up gossiping, this is the CD for you. One low price of $19.99. The chat I can't see. I'm driving and the sun's in my eyes. I love 24 on 24. I said I'm getting all the views. Sorry, Brian and Crawford, I told you before. Don't fuck with me, I'm a Fall River whore. Don't fuck with this Fall River whore. All songs, all decades, all moods, all Jess. I got a new life, you'd hardly recognize me. I'm so glad that Kayla Churchill and Jen Altman are not in my life. I don't care about all of my stupid haters. That is right. Eat my asshole. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Get out of bed and call today.